Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We get an instant shop that gives us Blade Dance and Knife Trap. We get Burning Stick and Throwing Axe, which just make this build absolutely insane. As you can see here, we're doing 20 per damage, and then end it off with a nice Golden Axe hit. And then here we just kill the first guy with the double Blade Dance. And then we set up the Knife Trap to do insane damage. So feel free to grab a snack, grab a drink, and enjoy the video. And let's jump into it. I think if we have a shop within this first jump, we are going straight to it. Yep, we are, so let's take that greed, and let's hop in this first fight. Got the shrimp, we'll just play the 2 attacks there. We'll block up for 8, and then just hit him twice. Rock him up. Here, 4 times 3, 12, so we just rip that, and first boy's dead. I think we always take a dodge and roll. It's just gives us block and then gives us more block. We'll take a colorless. Do get a golden axe here? I think we give it a shot. I haven't done a golden axe in a minute. And we'll just instantly throw Sown on it. Just make it basically a free card to play. Just kidding, we did dodge and roll. Best card in the game. Never would not want to play that. And then we just get the God tier Shiv build with the Knife Trap, the Blade Dancer, and then we'll get rid of the Strike. And hopefully this will be able to tier up that Golden Axe so it just does insane amounts of damage later on. Here we throw weak, dodge and roll. We're basically good for block for the next 2 turns. And we'll just kill that first guy and block up. Here we're taking 15. We just throw the blade. Shiv, shiv, shiv. He's dead. We can basically full block this, so no worries. So we just take 1 strike there. And then here we could just bop, 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 bop. Hit him up. Taking 6? Yeah. Then we just throw the axe for 16, which will basically just be our absolute annihilating card at the end. Nothing there, so we just take dodge and roll here, and throw 2 strikes, and the golden axe just for fun. We're just going to attempt to spam shivs and just get this golden axe as high as possible, and then we'll just turn around and whip that thing. Here, I mean, we have the Knife Trap, so you just have to play it, and that's a free dub. Could go Infinite Blades here. It's just going to help play an extra card. And we'll just upgrade Blade Dance so we could just get more cards played in combat, therefore making that Golden Axe just god tier. Throw the Infinite Blades first, weaken them up and just hit them twice. We have no shivs this early on, so I think we just play the 2. Make it a 1 cost for next turn. Then just block. We'll take 4, but we should be able to get around to a kill here. Dodge and roll, which is great, giving us 4 block. 12 for the Golden Axe, and then we just eat basically nothing. There's 22 here, so we kind of have to try to go for the kill. We have all the attacks necessary. Just throw a nice 20 damage at the end there to finish it off. Shadow Step is too good to not take, especially with the Golden Axe. We could set that up to be a 1-2 God combo, and we get the pillow. This gives us more HP on that rest, which is exactly what we need in this run, especially if we're going to be running into guys like this. And I think we're just going to spam it all just to try to get as big of a hit as possible here. He's doing 12, now only doing 9. We'll Shadow Step here. See if we can get a Golden Axe. We do not. Throw 12, block for 13, take 6. And the end of the world. And then we just throw Weaken and throw the shivs at him. Gets it down to 4, and then we just bop him. Then we'll take the Storm of Steel. That'll just give us 0 cost that we could just basically throw. And we'll upgrade Shadow Step here. Because it's just going to be the best card, making it 0 cost. We'll hop into the shop, and I think we'll get rid of a card. Yeah, let's get rid of that strike, and we'll hop into the next fight. Golden Axe early, which is always brutal. We can throw Blade Dance. And then rather block twice. Yeah, let's just take the double block. We do have energy potions, but I think we want to save that for later on. Here we weaken. Thermosteel could be a crazy play, but I think we should double block, even though it's only doing 3, which kind of sucks. And then we'll rip Storm of Steel at the end and get 1 card there. We take a fuck ton of damage, which hurts, but Then we'll throw Infinite Blade, bop him up for 1. And go next. We have Knife Trap here, which is huge. We just weaken him up. Throw a Shiv at him. And we'll just Knife Trap him. Yeah, might as well kill. Then we'll Shadow Step next turn. Hopefully get that Golden Axe so we could 1-turn this kid. And we do for 50, which is absolutely huge Act 1 already. And we'll take an Anticipate. Rest up before the boss fight, because this guy does a fuck ton of damage. And hopefully be able to stunt this guy early. We have Knife Trap, which is great. Up my sleeve's just going to help, because later down the road we'll be chilling. I think here we can just pop the energy, storm it. Then we just have him down to 1 on turn 1, which is pretty massive, only taking 2 damage. He's going to do a big boy hit here, only doing 8 now, which is massive. And then we also have the Dex, which is huge. And accuracy would be nasty in this deck right now. He's going to do 26. We really can't do much. We'll hit him up for 20, and then we'll just double the turn of the next one. Here, of course, we get all blocks on the 1 turn he doesn't attack. And here are all of our attacks, which is actually fine, because he's only doing 6 this turn. And then we will block, throw 1 Shiva Steel, and just throw as much as we possibly can to just get this Golden Axe and our Shiv Trap, Knife Trap, to insane amounts. That's doing 35 already. 36 now, and we just Knife Trap, and this guy is dead. Pretty easy Act 1, honestly. And we get a tracking, which is massive. Take that for sure. Then we hop in. This guy gives us absolute shit, so we just take the Yummy Cookie, and we will just upgrade Golden Axe, Knife Trap, up the sleeve, tracking, all the best things in our deck so far, and let's hop into this first fight. Infinite Blade's great to have early. We are blocking for 17s, we'll knock this guy out. Here, Dodge and Roll's just too good not to play, and then we'll probably use Storm Seal here. Yeah, just at 8, 8, 8. He's at 13 HP now, off second turn, which is huge. We could... Tracking's massive. Blade Dance, kill that guy. We'll just hit him up, and Survivor to make sure we take no damage. Throw, Anticipate, throw 1 block, and then we can just rip the shivs. Only doing 4 right now, but this guy's got 1 hit left, and then he's dead. He does get 7, but we rock him anyway with a 25. I don't think we want anything here. And we'll hop into this next event. We will definitely take a Vigorous. I think we'll just throw it on Neutralize for now. For Golden Axe, we kind of want something else. Probably like a Corrupted on it would be absolutely insane. So we'll just dodge and roll off the bat here. Rip that guy out for 16. And then throw an early block. Don't have a ton here. So we just take 1 strike. Don't do anything crazy. We do weaken him here. I think we can pop the Strength here and break his shield. Actually, we just need the Tracking, because that's going to give us double damage. And then here we get a massive attack hand. So let's just throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doing 28. We are going to take 13, but we should be able to kill next turn. Knife Trap just to finish it off. And we do get an accuracy, which is actually massive for this. Especially with the double damage, we could just be doing 60 damage per shiv, and basically take out anything in our path. Do hop into the shop. We do cop the Chandelier here, and we'll just get rid of another strike, because we're basically just using... But now I remember we had no money, so we'll just hop into the next fight. Shadow's great here. It only does turn. I thought it did combat beforehand. But we really have nothing to play here, so we'll just rip Shadow Step and go next. He does have Thorns, so we can't touch him, which is very annoying, so we'll weaken him here. We only have 1 block, which kills us. But we can just play the Up My Sleeve, and then that'll put it to 1 next time. And we now have Retain on the Axe, which is huge. We will be doing double damage to him, but we basically have nothing to do damage to him. So we will just block here, make sure we take 0. And then we should be able to pop off here, throw a Blade Dance, 20, 20, 20, 20. So we just ended off with a Golden Axe doing 28. Basically, if we get those cards in order, it's GG. We have to rest here. We're going up with a Crab, which is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Throw our decks on early. And then Storm of the Seal would be great. I think we could just rip the Weaken on him first. Double block. Probably Infinite Blade and then Shadow Step. We want to keep those blades coming for later. And we end turn. Taking 0, which is pretty nice on that first turn. Get our accuracy early, which also helps with a ton of damage. Already doing 20 with the Shadow Step, which is massive. He's going to hit like a truck. But we don't really care, honestly. Yeah, we take 7 there, which isn't the worst, but we do get a ton of cards that we need. Shadow Melt's massive, especially for dodge and roll. And then we just up my sleeve, which will basically just continuously get down to 0. And then we could throw a block. We don't need to use Anticipate yet. It's a little too early to rip that, because we're going to need it for the Strength turn. Here we do have a pretty great one. We're going to throw on the Knife Trap, basically. We don't have any weakness, which kind of sucks, but we will throw it anyway. We will Blade Dance before we hop in here. Hit him up for 7. And then throw Knife Trap. That just bobs him down, and then we kill with the Golden Axe. He's strength up now, he's doing 20. Shouldn't be too big of a problem for us. Up my sleeves only 1, so we'll definitely toss that. Hit him up for 7 each. And then we can just double block. Only taking 3, and double that attack for next turn. We'll throw a double block, Anticipate, and that, which is insane. Just gives us 20 block. And we take 0 here. And then we can neutralize through our shiv. Block up, and then just hit him for 20. We definitely could have just shift up and killed there, I think, with 3. I mean, then we could just end the run with basically whatever we want. Golden Axe, Knife Trap. Doesn't really matter. I'm probably just going to line it up for the Knife Trap, doing 65 damage, which is absolutely massive. Double that up, actually. We could also throw the Knife Trap. 24 shivs for 65 damage. Screw it. 65 damage. Make it fun for the whole family. We do get an Envenom here, which is kind of sick. I think we do want that considering we're ripping shivs. And then we hop into our boy, which basically gives us the first card you play. Each combat is played in extra time, which is absolutely massive with this build. It's going to help a ton, especially with things like accuracy if we draw it off the rip, or basically any damage card. I think here we want to use the weakness on the back guy. That'll be great, so he's only doing 10. We will double up our block. I'm already blocking for 30, so we could basically just throw the Golden Axe at him. And block out for 40. A little too much on the first turn, but then we get to throw accuracy, Blade Dance, which is massive. Me finally realizing that that is, and pull up my sleeve, realizing that that's only the first card in the combat, doesn't actually apply each turn. So we do take 10 here. And then we don't need to dodge and roll here. I think we just Storm Steel and just 10, 10, 10, yep, and he's dead. Pretty free fight, honestly. Especially with accuracy, it just makes it so much easier. We will transform a skill. Random card could be cool, but we'll just take the energy for now, just because we need to play our entire hand. And hop into the shop. And take one of the best relics in the game, Burning Sticks, which just means when you exhaust the card, you get it straight back. That with Blade Dancer and Knife Trap is basically one of the best combos in the game. Early, we get accuracy twice, which makes it do 12 damage every shiv now. And then we can just double up for next turn. Do get Envenom, which is kind of nuts. I do want to throw that as much as possible, but I don't know if we have a ton of room for this. Actually, we do. Since we have the Chandelier, we're perfectly fine. Basically every attack we do now does damage, and then we get to test out the Blade Dancer after we pop our power, and it basically just puts it right back in your hand. So now we're doing 16 times 4 times 8 basically, and killing this guy in a pretty quick two-hand. Here I don't think we need any of these. Prepared could be good to have just so we can draw the cards that we need, and then we hop into the Strength and Dex boy, which are probably two of the most annoying people to fight in this game. We do throw a double block, which is very annoying, because I just keep forgetting that it's only the first card of the combat, but then we do get the accuracy. We will throw a dodge and roll. We have 5 HP. We're basically going to be doing double blade dance. And then into a knife trap, which will absolutely decimate the second guy, which is just the easiest combo in the world. He does have 6, but we just chuck that and kill him off. We take the double gold here, and we're just going to rip bullet time. If we draw bullet time, it'd be absolutely insane. And then we'll just upgrade in Venom so we can get more poison. This will really help in the boss fight with the 2 people having the queen in the back. We just want to mess them up as hard as possible. Here we get the accuracy early, which is massive. We weaken him up. We can draw into bullet time, which doesn't really matter because we can play anything anyway, but we're just full block for 34, and shifts are doing 12 damage per hit, which makes it massive. Here we can throw tracking. We'll block up as much as we can, but we're going to take a decent bit of damage here at 14, which sucks honestly just because I couldn't get any draw, but now we get the draw, which is great. And we can just bop them up for 12 and take 0. Here we get the absolute god hand. I want to do Envenom. Knife Trap's also huge. Blade Dance is 2 free. And they should speak for themselves. It's a free skill in the world. Then we just throw a Knife Trap. He's dead. And then we can basically just Shadow Step, and we get double damage next turn for the last guy. And he should be dead pretty quickly. I mean, here we just back-to-back Knife Trap, and he's dead. Doing 27 damage per shiv, which is absolutely insane. We don't need any more decks, I think. We do want to upgrade either... That just goes innate, so I think we'll probably just go to bullet time and make that a 2 cost and jump into this next fight. We do get the Eagle, who is very annoying. We'll definitely use our regen here, because we're probably not going to have the best amount of blocking for him. We did just double pop Anticipate, which kind of sucks if we use in Venom. That basically just does 6 poison per hit, which is huge. And we end up ripping it anyway, just to make sure it does that 3 every time. We get bullet time, just as we were talking about. Throw a shadow through all the blocks, and then we just basically have 3 things to play. And put 8 poison on them, so we wouldn't mind like a poison card to help out with this build. Here we're really just looking for any type of power we have. Too much, honestly. We'll give away that. We definitely want the free energy. And I think we'll just take the hits here, just to see if we can stack up that Knife Trap even more than we already have it. We will dodge and roll here. He's doing 33, so we are going to take a lot of damage. He's not weakened, so it doesn't really help much throwing tracking this early. But we take 22, we get accuracy, which is massive. Again, taking 24, but we just have to throw accuracy, because that's basically our win condition. He's going to bop us up for a little, but then we throw this. We can throw Shadow Meld, block up. We can get rid of the Storm. We're not going to use it anyway. And then we'll just rip this up, doing 10 each, ending up with 26 poison, and he's dead next turn. We could have gone with the bullet time just for fun, but we'll just let him die. Another Infinite Blade wouldn't be bad. Another Backflip wouldn't also be bad. Getting a block and drawing 2 cards, because we do need draw this late. Just if we get a bad first draw, we're kind of screwed. We throw accuracy off the bat to give us 12. And then we can weaken. We will throw the Blade Dancer, Hopefully it doesn't exhaust, which it doesn't. We're already doing 16 per hit, which is huge. Throw our second Blade Dancer. Thank you for the burning sticks. Kill the second guy. And then just Shadow Step for that last turn, so we can basically kill this guy as fast as possible. Of course, we don't get anything, so we just full block. He's only doing 9, so it's not too bad. And then here we bullet time, pop everything, and he is dead. Just 2 free. I do love the noise. It's like Legos breaking when those people die. It's hilarious. But I don't think we'll take anything here. And then we can hop into the shop. Probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, which is 40% weak or raising my max HP and getting a full heal. If we take the waffle, it does allow us to smith next, which is kind of what we want, especially with that Blade Dancer that we just got. But I think any other run, I probably would have taken the 40% weak, just because it turns out to be so much damage. But we will upgrade on the Blade Dancer and hop into the final fight. These guys are an absolute pain in my ass, but I should have just double popped accuracy first. That would have been so much better, but we can still play everything, so it's not the end of the world. Here, we are definitely ripping Blade Dancer, and it comes back trapped as well. That's kind of annoying. So I think we'll throw the extra shiv, block, and then just storm it up. And that guy's basically already at half HP on turn 2, which is massive. I want to throw in Venom so bad, so I'm gonna pop this energy potion. I'm gonna toss the shiv on him, and then Blade Dancer can possibly kill here. It is not even close. That's some good math. So we do take 24 there. The amount of that damage is just criminal. Could probably throw a knife trap and kill this first guy here. See if we can draw anything. We do get the golden axe, only doing 22 damage. So we'll hit him up for that. Throw the golden axe to see if it does kill. Happily it does with the poison. And then we can throw a knife trap on the back guy, just to get poison already working on him. And I mean, that's already doing 120 HP. So basically next time we draw that card, he's dead. He's doing an insane amount of damage though. And that is going to be an issue. So we might just simply have to eat it, which is just what we're going to do. He's only at 150 now, so basically if I get the knife trap, he is dead. And we get it. We have the Storm of Seal 2, we have the Golden Axe, but we just send that on him, and we call that a solid run. Pretty easy A2 silent run. We have the Shiv, we have Poison, and we just have some God tier relics that just make it too easy. But if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a like, a sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.